Hello everyone, my name is Shelby. I go by Stitches by Shelby here on YouTube and also over on Instagram, and welcome back to Flosstube number 31. If you're new here, Flosstube is the little corner of YouTube where we talk mostly about cross stitch. Sometimes I share other crafts as well, but it's mostly cross stitch. I hope you all have had a great couple of weeks. I have had quite the adventure over the past couple of weeks. My husband and I recently went on like our dream bucket list vacation. We took an Alaskan cruise. We had a great opportunity to go that we just couldn't pass up, and it was absolutely incredible. We saw a ton of wildlife. I saw a black bear like in the wild, way closer than I ever thought I would. Don't worry, we were very safe. We saw a ton of humpback whales, and we saw even some doing cooperative bubble net feeding, which looks just incredible. I'll try to put in some pictures or video if I can. Yeah, it was just a great trip and we had a fantastic time. Unfortunately, somewhere near the end of that trip, we caught COVID because we came back and a few days later we started not feeling very well. So I am still kind of recovering from that. Otherwise I would have had a video up a little bit sooner. So I'm sorry if you can still hear that in my voice. We're both doing fine. I'm planning on going back to work tomorrow, and my husband is already back at work pretty much as soon as like the 5-day isolation period was up. So we're doing okay. For us, it was basically just like a cold, but it's been a roller coaster of a couple of days, but it was an amazing vacation, and yeah, memories that we'll have forever. Once in a lifetime experience. Anyways, so I have not had as much stitching time as I might have liked over the past couple of weeks between being on vacation and then being sick. But I do have some stuff to show you, so I will just dive right in. First thing is I did have a finish, a very small finish, but a finish nonetheless. I finished the Spooky Story Scissor Fob from the Black Needle Society. This came in their Trick or Treat box last year as a full kit. And I had started this on Halloween and thought that I was going to be able to stitch this whole thing in one day. Honestly, if I had stitched on it the whole day, I probably could have though, because it only took me about one day to finish it up. But it is 1/1 on 32 count Basalt Splash Lugana, just stitched with all the called for DMCs. And I think it turned out really cute. And it gave me like a very satisfying little finish. I also had a new start the past couple of weeks. I started Moonglow by Nora Corbett. There's the cover picture. And now this is a very small start because I worked on it for about one day and then I overcommitted on stitch alongs, which we'll talk about in just a minute. But I did get a start on it. This is for Allie Misfit Stitch's birthday start. She wanted to start this, so I think I started this August 1st. I started at the very beginning of the month. So there is my very impressive start. I dyed this fabric myself. This is 32 count Lugana, and I dyed it using, I think, just the teal Rit dye. I might have added just a smidge of denim blue, but I feel like it was just the teal. I didn't write it down, I'm sorry. But I'm really happy with how that turned out. I had a different fabric in mind, and when I was pulling flosses for it, it just wasn't looking quite right, so I decided to dye my own, and I think it came out great. So I just got to start on the moon. I didn't even finish the moon, but I'm hoping to get back to this very soon. I've seen a few finishes on Instagram and it's so pretty. And then I am using a combination of the I'm using the called for DMCs. So there's all my called for DMCs. And then I pulled just fancy flosses that I had. By now I won a couple of giveaways and I've gotten stuff in some like mystery boxes. So I was trying to use what I had. So I had a few Cottage Garden threads that I used. So this is Lyrebird Walk from Cottage Garden Threads, and I think that'll be a really good match for one of the called for colors. This is Cottage Garden Threads Cherry Blossom. I think that'll be a really good match in there. This is Cottage Garden Threads Viola. And then I'm also using a couple of classic color works that came in a Black Needle Society, nope, sorry, Color and Cottons that came in a Black Needle Society box. So this is Black Pepper, oops, Black Pepper and Soap. So those are my colors. I'm excited to see how they all end up playing together. I think they'll all go really well. And I'm excited because I am using my own colors. Who am I? And also I get to use up some of these beautiful threads that I've been hanging on to for way too long. So that was my new start. Hoping to get back to that soon, but I have been mainly working on stitch alongs for the past couple of weeks and probably will for the next couple of weeks. I have 4 stitch alongs going on right now and I love them all and I want to stay caught up on them all, but that is like, it's not actually possible, but I'm like trying to convince myself that it's possible. So the first thing, well, this is not actually the first thing that I worked on, but the first thing that's on the top of my pile, so the first one that I'm going to show you is the Touch of Magic Stitch Along by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. Sorry, my fabrics are all wrinkly. If you've been here for a while, you know I do not iron, so I'll iron at the end, just not during. So this is, yep, this is Touch of Magic Stitch Along. My husband got it for me with the full kit. So this is the 32 count gray, even weave, and then all the called for DMCs. The last part that just came up is this part at the top. So this is actually what I worked on while we were on vacation. So from like the hat and then the word witch up is pretty much what I worked on. I am caught up right at this moment, but by the time you are seeing this video, I probably will not be, because tomorrow the next part comes out, which is going to be at the bottom. It's okay. It's okay. I was caught up right now though. This is video evidence. I love this stitch along. I'm sad that this one's going to be over next month, but I'm trying to stay caught up because I do want to be able to like display it in time for Halloween. So I'm trying to stay caught up. It's a really fun stitch. The white stitching at the top actually did get to me after a little while. I usually do not care about like a ton of white stitching, but I was just kind of getting bored with just the one color. So I started doing a thing where I'd pull like one white thread and stitch it and then pull like a fun color and stitch it. But that's what it looks like so far. And then, yeah, there's 2 more releases on this one. So I have this month, August, and then next month, September, and then I think that's the last one. The other stitch along that I've behind on that I'm trying to get caught up on is my Rainbow Galaxy Temperature Stitch Along by Climbing Goat Designs. I'll put in a picture of what it's gonna look like right there. And I just kind of forgot about this project for like 6 weeks, so I am pretty far behind. I did start on August now, so I spent this whole weekend pretty much working on this, and so I got all of July done, then I got the first few days in August. So I'm gonna try to do like 2 days every day until I catch up, and then probably some more catch up on the weekends, and then I'm gonna get back to like my old schedule of working on it every Saturday, because otherwise it just gets out of control. But I know this is one that if I get too far behind, it's gonna be overwhelming to catch up on, so. Lots of reds, as you can see. We've been in like 80s to 90s for a while here. Although it looks like while I was on vacation, they had some pretty nice days, but since I've been back, it's been warm. Not that I've been outside at all, but you know. So that is the Galaxy Temperature Stitch Along by Climbing Goat Designs. Oh, I am stitching this on 16 count black Aida, and the designer provided a like color gradient, so I'm just using everything provided by the designer. The next one that I am working on is the Supernatural Stitch Along by the Witchy Stitcher. I'll put in a cover picture right there. I am stitching this on 36 count Bronze Age. Is that right? Well, somebody else probably knows. I'm pretty sure it's Bronze Age by Be Stitch Me. And last time you saw this, I had just done the Siren. So I have done a few more parts since then. So I'm working on the Changeling right now. And then there are 3 more releases since then. I don't remember what they all are, but it like moves up across this corner. So I'm gonna work on this for the rest of this week and hope to get some good progress on that. That's a better like color accurate version for what the color looks like. I'm just using all the called for DMCs. Give you a little close up. And I really love working on this. I'm happy to be getting back to it. And once my other stitch alongs finish up, I should definitely be able to catch up on this one, but it's just a beautiful pattern. I did realize something kind of tragic the other day though. So y'all know I did cryptids. It's like right on that shelf there. I missed some stitches in it. Like in the corner, there's like 4 little stitches, and I did it on one side, not the other side. So now I'm kind of having like a crisis. Like, am I gonna have to cut that off, like the mat board, and unframe it, which I use like a point driver to get things in there. So if I could even get those out to like actually get the back of the frame off to stitch those stitches, or should I try to like cut out the one side? Or should I just accept the fact that I've been looking at that daily for like 7 months and I have not noticed that and just like accept my fate? I don't know. It's pretty sad though. I wish I hadn't noticed because now I feel like I have to do something about it, but it's okay. It's gonna be all right. Whatever I decide, it'll be okay. But let me know what your thoughts are. Would you fix it if you noticed that you had missing stitches? I don't really want to unframe it, but I also like can't unsee it now that I've seen it. Anyways, so I don't know if I said, but I'm using all the called for colors on Supernatural Stitch Long, and I'm hoping to get some more work on that. The most recent release was an angel, and I really like how the angel is stylized, so I'm really excited to get back to that. All right, and then my next project, also a stitch along, surprise, surprise, I know you're all shocked, is Wonders of the Night Sky by Climbing Goat Designs. I don't need to show you a before or a current cover image because I am actually caught up on this. I was several parts behind and I did catch up this past week, and I even started working on the key at the bottom. I finished the border, feeling good. So this is also on 16 count black Aida, and I'm using all the called for DMC threads. Again, another part of this does come out later this week on the 25th, so possibly by the time you're seeing this, I am not caught up anymore, but I'm caught up for now, which feels really good. And so I can kind of see where the last two pieces are gonna go, and then I just have to finish up the key, and then this one will be done. So it's probably time to start frame shopping for this one. I can't really decide what kind of frame I want with this, so if any of you have a better like designer's eye than I do, please give me some suggestions of like what style of frame. But I'm very excited to be caught up with this. I just kind of buckled down and watched 2 seasons of You on Netflix. I've already seen the show, but I'm rewatching it. Also rewatching Dexter New Blood. Not rewatching, watching for the first time. I was really into Dexter when it came out, and like many Dexter fans, was like extremely devastated by the ending. And I'm pretty satisfied with the new season so far. So any Dexter fans out there, let me know, let's talk. And then the last project that I worked on these past couple of weeks, last cross stitch project that I worked on these past couple of weeks, is Mini Contessa with Squid by Heaven and Earth Designs. I'll put in a cover image right there. I had not pulled her out in quite a while, and I really need to get back to 30 minutes a day on her because I just love her. But over this weekend, I was tired of working on the temperature stitch along, so I pulled this out and I put like 700 stitches into it. So I have made actually a decent bit of progress. Mostly I think you can see it down here. And then this right here is the bottom of page 3. So honestly, it's a lot of stitching, but in the grand scheme of things, it's like not that much stitching, and I should be further along on it than I am, but I really love this piece and I'm excited to have her finished, so I need to work on her more. So I've just been trying to put a few stitches in every day since then so I can have her finished someday. I am stitching this on 28 count Ivory Lugana, and I'm stitching it 2 over 1 half stitch. And the original artwork is by Omar Rayan, but this is the version charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's the mini version. So show and tell stitcher. She is working on the like full-size version, and hers is incredible. It's gonna be huge, and part of me is like, oh man, I wish I had gone like a bigger count on this or something, because hers is gonna be epic. It's looking so good. All right, so that is all my cross stitch projects. I did also do a little bit of sewing the past couple of weeks. So the first thing I sewed was a project bag. I currently have Touch of Magic in this one. I got all the fabrics from Joann's, and I used the tutorial from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. I've used it before, and I just needed a Halloweeny bag. So I got these fabrics from, yeah, just Joann's. And I used like a dark purple zipper, which I think looks pretty good. Not a lot more to say about that, but I did buy more of the fleece interfacing, so I'm hoping to find some more cute Halloween fabrics and make some more project bags with them. I was watching the Museum Stitcher this morning, and she made these incredible like project keepers with like space for bobbins and stuff like that. And it uses vinyl, so it'd be like a new kind of skill set for me, but hers looked incredible, and now I'm kind of tempted to try my hand at that too, but we'll see. The other thing I made I actually don't have because it was a gift, so I'll put in some pictures here. I think I took some. If not, I'll have the person send me some pictures. But my sister, for a long time actually, has been asking me to make her a pencil case. She is an artist and she's in grad school, so she has a lot of use for writing utensils, and she wanted a pencil case, and I was just dragging my feet on it. And so when I asked her what she wanted for her birthday, she was like, can you please make me that pencil case? So I finally did it. I found just like a free tutorial. I will link that down below. I did make a few modifications because the way the tutorial was written, it was going to have a lot of raw seams on the inside, and I was trying to minimize the number of raw seams. It does still have some because it's like a squared off one, so I couldn't figure out a way to hide like the corners, but I did find a way to hide like the center seam, so I was pretty proud of myself for that. That one took me, it was a labor of love. I had to, it's fine. It worked out. It was a process though, but not the tutorial's fault, mostly my own brain's fault. So, yep, so if you want a cute little zippered pencil pouch, I know it's like back to school time, so if you know someone who would get use out of that, I will link that tutorial down below because it was a very good tutorial and was easy to follow if you didn't try to make modifications. I just had to be extra. But anyways, that is all of my project stuff. I did have just one piece of haul. It's the Bird Crush Club. So this is August Bird Crush Club. And let me pull it out here. So this is the Lewis's woodpecker. So there is the pattern, or the cross-stitched piece. And there's the picture that it was based off of. And as always, it comes with lots of goodies, stickers, and the fancy floss, which I believe for this one is in the, yeah, it's the tree, I think. But a nice variegated thread. Yeah, so I don't know, I'm gonna have to have like a Bird Crush Club month where that's all I stitch. Maybe beginning of next year, because I have so many of these and I've still only stitched one of them, but it's fine. All right, sorry this is kind of a quick video, but my voice is going. So last thing I'm gonna do here is just a quick book talk. I only read one book while I was on vacation, but it was a good one, so I want to talk about it. It was called Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt, and I'll put in the cover image right there. Did I read this book just because the author has the same first name as I do? No. Did I read it because it has an octopus on the cover? Yeah, kind of. It was really just heartwarming, feel good, just a beautiful book. It is about a woman named Tova who has had a lot of loss in her life. Her husband has recently passed away and she lost her only son when he was 18 in like a boating accident. And she has a lot of unanswered questions about what happened with that, but she is now like nearing, well, her friends are all retired. She is still working at an aquarium and she's becoming very concerned about what she is going to do like in her old age. Like her friends are starting to move into like their children's houses and have people in their lives to take care of them, and she just doesn't really have anybody, and so is very concerned about that. So while she's trying to figure out that, she befriends the octopus at the aquarium that she works at, because she finds out that he has been leaving his aquarium at night to go snack hunting, and he gets himself into a little bit of a pickle. She saves him, and then they're like buddies after that. Parts of the book are told from the octopus's perspective, which was like just very, he was a great character. He was like kind of curmudgeonly and just like very like kind of critical of humans, but in like in a good-natured way. And I just really liked the story. It was sad, like the ending, there were some tears, but it was such a good book and I really enjoyed reading it and just getting to know these characters. And there was some good like plot, not necessarily twists, but like plot developments. And yeah, it was just a really good book. So that's my recommendation, Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. And I will leave you there today. Sorry for the quick update. Hopefully I will be back very soon. Oh, a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. Hopefully you didn't leave yet. I'm gonna try to get this up before this Thursday. So this Thursday is the 25th, I think, this week Thursday. I am going to be at the Stitch and Pitch Whitecaps game. So I don't know if there's still tickets left, but if you are also going to be at the Stitch and Pitch, let me know. I'm hoping to find some friends to connect with. My husband will be there as well, so I won't be lonely, don't worry. But I'll be there with my cross stitch, and I hope to see some of you there as well. Also, don't forget to let me know in the comments what you were working on while you watch this video. And if you have any like books that you've been reading lately, I love to talk about books with people, so let me know. And yeah, I think that's it. Okay, I'll let you go for real. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope I'll see you in not too long. All right.